sports movie fans, and welcome to Locker Room Flicks Podcast. I'm your host, Frank Sullivan, and with me is my co-host, Frank Darling. How are you tonight?
Good. Tonight. Tonight, yes. Doing good. Doing good.
Nice day.
How
was your Sunday? Your Jets, man, I tell you.
Oh, they're horrible. I would have bet my house. I told the guys at work, plus they were getting +7 in New England. I said, bet your house on it. They're done. Their kicker's horrible, and they keep keeping them. I don't understand. You got to get rid of the kicker.
I thought
it's over.
I was watching the game. I had an 8-leg parlay, and they screwed me. The Ravens lost to the one in whatever the hell team.
Yeah.
And
the Browns. Yeah.
The Dolphins lost at the last minute by 2.
I know.
Go figure. It's funny. You had the Packers. The kicker was awful, and they cut him, and now they had this guy McManus, who's been around.
Been great.
He hit two game-winning field goals back to back.
Yeah, I know.
We
lost at least 2 games because of field goals and extra points. Can't do that. Can't do it. Just can't do it. And they won't get rid of him. He'll still be there.
And I know. It looks like Love got hurt again. I don't know how bad it is, but
I don't. Bringing him back. The other guy was doing good. Bringing him back too early. I think it's. And this is something else now.
Is it? Good. Yeah. I don't know. I didn't watch the game, but I don't know. We're gonna see. I mean,
it wasn't the MCL. It was something else.
Really?
Like this hamstring.
I'm not sure.
He's probably favoring it. So you don't want that to happen. You got a lot of divisional games coming up, man. You gotta.
Yeah,
gotta get him healthy.
I know. I think we got a bye coming up soon too, but.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
But we'll see what happens. I know I got Washington to beat the Bears, so sorry, tell Linda I'm sorry.
Oh, outright or?
Outright, yeah, money line.
Yeah, Washington's got a pretty good team.
I saw they said the Bears punt. I was just watching Nick at the game on. The Bears punted like 6-7 times already. It's ridiculous.
Well, it's 12-7 now.
Yeah. But anyways, this is our last Halloween movie. We're doing Halloween.
I haven't seen this in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen this in a while. I haven't seen it in a while either. Any plans for Halloween? I know you don't have, the kids aren't, but anything in particular?
No.
Mickey's, what the hell they call it?
We're not going to that. It's too expensive.
Is it? I have no idea. Yeah.
We went to the Christmas one time. That was nice.
How about Universal? Doesn't Universal do a bunch of stuff like that?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, they have those scare nights and stuff.
Really?
There. We have a couple of guys that work with us, part-time kids. They work at Universal for that. They do the scaring.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I have a guy over here. He usually goes driving around. He's got a Batmobile.
Really? Wow.
Replica.
That's cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's awesome. Yeah. So he usually drives around.
And you live in a 55 area, right?
Yeah, 55.
So you won't get no trick or treaters.
No. Ain't getting nothing from these people. They're all asleep.
Gotcha. I know.
7 o'clock. Not me. They won't.
That's good. And we're planning on going out. I think we're gonna go down the road. There's a popular area we heard about, so I think we'll go there, trick or treating.
Right.
She's gonna be a shark, Stella. I'm gonna be a captain, and she's gonna be a lifeguard. So it's gonna tie it all in, and I'm gonna be a bloody. We got blood to spatter on us. We're the victim.
That's a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot, And then I have at work they do these competitions.
Yeah.
So I got this costume I've been making. I'm gonna show you on here. I'll give you a little sneak peek. And
this is
at work.
Yeah, you won last year, didn't you?
No, I didn't. I won the sweater, the sweater competition.
The sweater,
which I already have the idea in the head, and it's already going to be number one.
Yeah, I remember you winning the sweater. That's right.
The problem with Halloween costumes is they're so expensive. You wear them one night.
They are.
And it's like I was gonna do like a group one, then you get to the same thing. It's like what do we want to do?
Yep.
the Ghostbuster one was cool too. I was actually watching the new Ghostbusters earlier, one with the first one, the one with
right.
What's his face?
Right.
Rudd, not Rudd. Paul Rudd. Is that his name?
What do you mean? The newer one?
I watched the newer one. I was watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's Paul Rudd.
Paul Rudd.
Sure.
I couldn't think of his name.
He's in that. Yeah.
But yeah. It looked pretty good. I was watching it. It was pretty good.
It does. It looked pretty good. It did a nice job with him. They bring the other guys back a little bit, so it makes sense.
But like that Ghostbuster costume was $60, and then that whole like the what do you call it? The jetpack, not jetpack. The gun. That was like $100.
Plasma.
That's $100. Like that's
really?
That's the whole like that completes the outfit. Like that's like, you know what I mean?
That's crazy. Yeah.
Unless you like make it, but I suppose you could.
Yeah, you could. Yeah.
So this is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna put it up to see if you can see. It's kind of so it's a little refrigerator.
Oh yeah, cool.
You see how it's got Stella's face on it, a little bit of that. But
that's nice.
My head is going to be in there.
Cool.
See that?
That's gonna. Now this is for work.
This is for work. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I did that.
I love it.
So.
That's awesome.
But I got that, and then they do like a baking competition too. I got something I'm gonna bake and bring that. So hopefully I can come home with something.
That's awesome, man. Good luck.
Tune in, and I'll let everybody know how it turns out. So yeah, we're gonna have a busy few days coming up, but we'll make do.
You'll make do.
But yeah, that's about it. That's all I really got.
All right.
We can get into the movie now.
We'll start it up. You ready?
Yeah, hit it.
Okay. Good. All right. Introduction to the movie was Halloween, the 1978 version. Release date was October 27th, 1978. Box office info, the budget was $325,000. And it had a gross of $47 million. Mm-hmm. And that would be, I think, about 150 today. 150 million it would have been. Directed by the famous John Carpenter, starring Jamie Lee Curtis as Laurie Strode. That's her first role in a movie. Donald Pleasance as Loomis. Tony Moran as Michael Myers. Two people play him, actually, I think.
Yeah.
Nancy Kyes as Annie. P.J. Souls as Linda. And Charlie Cyphers as Brackett. He is the, what do you call it, guy? He's the sheriff in it. Simple synopsis. 15 years after murdering his sister on Halloween night, 1963, Michael Myers escapes from a mental hospital and returns to the small town of Haddonville, Illinois to kill again. Awards, 9 wins and 3 nominations, 1 hour and 31 minutes, perfect, hour and a half. Mm-hmm. And I watched it on my Blu-ray because I got them all.
Wow.
So. You watched it where?
Amazon Prime.
Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so that's it. So now we come to Frank's 5 fun facts. I think you had a lot to pick from.
Yeah, so there definitely was a lot. So fact number 1, from a budget of $300,000 over a 20-day shoot, the film went on to gross $47 million at the box office, which you said. In 2008, taking that would be equivalent to about $150 million, making Halloween one of the most successful independent films of all time.
Wow,
so
that's
again,
wild.
One of those ones. Just goes to show you, if you want to make some money, you can make a horror film and have it hit, and then be like a huge success. Like we saw Paranormal Activity, very low budget.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I think it's the only thing you can do like that, though. I hate to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Fact number 2. So John Carpenter considered the hiring of Jamie Lee Curtis as an ultimate tribute to Sir Alfred Hitchcock, who had given her mother, Janet Leigh, legendary status in Psycho. For the same reason, Dr. Sam Loomis was named after Sam Loomis from Psycho. Let's see here. And then it says, during the same period, Universal Studios producers and director Richard Franklin were trying to enroll Jamie Lee Curtis in the new production of Psycho 2 in 1983, which I haven't I've never seen Psycho, actually. Probably should watch that.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah.
Scary movie.
Is it? Yeah.
Very good. Yeah, it's
Very
well done.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see here. All right, so fact number 3. Because of the film's tight budget, producer Tommy Lee Wallace had to use whatever he had at his disposal, and had to buy materials cheaply. So when he created the Michael Myers mask, he made 2 versions. The first was a Don Post Emmett Kelly smiling clown mask.
Emmett Kelly, yep.
Onto which they put fuzzy red hair. They tested it out, and it appeared very demented and creepy. The other mask was a 1975 Captain James T. Kirk mask that was purchased at a costume shop on Hollywood Boulevard for $1.98. It says they had the eyebrows and sideburns ripped off the face, and they painted it like white, and then the hair. So they had the hair brown. It says, and the eyes were opened up more. I guess after testing out that mask, the crew decided that was much more creepy because it was emotionless.
Yes, so yes.
I did hear that it was Captain Kirk.
Captain Kirk
mask,
yeah.
Which is kind of weird for them to make a mask of William, I don't know, Shatner.
I agree with you, but that's what it was.
So. You're right, yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Let's see here. Fact number 4: the story is based on an experience John Carpenter had in college touring a psychiatric hospital. Carpenter met a child who stared at him with a look of evil, and it terrified him. That's what he said.
That's interesting, man. That's really interesting.
Why he was, I don't know, why he was touring a psychiatric hospital. I don't know. But
yeah, that's an interesting fact, though. Mm-hmm. Really interesting.
You know, It's funny. I looked up a lot of facts because I was trying to. I'll get into it later, but there's a lot of young killers, young kids that have killed for whatever reason. But there's a whole list of them, and you can Google youngest serial killer, the youngest killer, and they start from like ages 3 or 4 to on.
Wow.
For whatever.
You mean in real life?
Yeah, in real life. It's crazy.
That's crazy.
And unfortunately, a lot of the ones don't get tried because they're too young.
Too young, right? Yeah.
But it goes back. There was some that went back to the late 1800s. So.
Oh wow, That's crazy.
And my last fact is the Halloween theme is written in the rare 5/4 time signature. John Carpenter learned this rhythm from his father and composed the theme in just 4 days. He credits himself as the Bowling Green Philharmonic Orchestra for the film score. So I guess that just gives you a little bit about the theme. Something
that makes
basic.
That makes the whole movie. It does.
It's definitely iconic. I think as soon as you hear that theme, you know right away automatically what it is. And it's like
Jaws.
You're right. It's basic. It's nothing.
It's a couple of notes, basically.
Yeah,
to some extent.
Uh-huh.
I mean, you want to put it that way. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. So Jamie Lee in this. Jamie Lee was her first movie.
Pretty.
I guess she got what, $8,000? It says.
Pretty good start.
$8,000 she got for her efforts, and she thought she was horrible too.
Really?
She thought she was horrible.
I thought she was. I thought she was.
She thought she was.
Oh yeah. No, she was very good.
She thought she was horrible.
She's got like this. I don't know. Her scream. You can tell it's her. It's like a signature. Yeah. Like if you were to have the TV off and you hear her scream, you can. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. She was very squeamish in this for the first one because she's never been in it. I mean, you see her in the later ones and she's tough. She's toughened up.
Yeah.
But in this one, she's a little squeamish in this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they got to make it that way. It's her first time having a guy trying to kill her.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
And how does Michael drive a car? That was good.
We can get into a lot. We'll get into that. There's a lot of like kind of like head scratching things in here. When was the first time you watched this movie? Do you remember did you watch it when it came out or what?
Oh yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. When I was a kid, I was 17.
17, do you remember it having this big impact?
Yeah,
really.
Oh, this was scary. Yeah, it was really scary. I don't know where I saw it. I don't know if I saw it in the movies or at home. Probably in the movies because at home you never see that stuff. Remember, we didn't have nothing.
Yeah, that's true.
You see it on TV like a year from then, and they cut everything out. So I probably saw it in the movies. Yeah. No, the point I was saying is Donald Pleasant says to the guy at the cook, the place she was in, the sanitarium. He says, "What'd you do? Teach him how to drive?"
Oh, I know. It's true.
I thought that was funny. I thought. But yeah, that's when I saw it. I think I saw it in the movies or whatever. Or I might even see it in the in the driving.
Driving. I was just gonna say driving. Wow.
Yeah, very possible.
What a blast to the past, right?
Oh yeah.
There's only a few of those left anymore.
Yeah, I know. There was nothing like that though. That was very, that was almost like a Frankenstein or Wolfman, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Freddy wasn't out yet.
No,
had no Freddy or nothing like that. So that's what it was. Wolfman, Dracula. Those were your scary.
I was gonna say, but those really weren't like this. This is probably what your first slasher, like where he killed multiple people, and I mean, and the body count was what? How many people did he kill? I killed a decent amount, right?
Yeah, he kills the guy to get the auto outfit.
Yeah, the outfit.
Kills him.
Yeah, he kills the sister in the beginning.
Sister in the beginning too. He kills 3 in the house. That's 5.
Yeah. And so I mean, 5, 6 people, right?
Yeah. Well, who knows in the hospital if he killed anybody?
Yeah.
Possible. But yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah.
He tries to kill her, but that don't.
Now, see, I guess that's my thing, and you might have to explain it with the whole like continuity in the lore. I thought Jamie Lee Curtis was his brother. Like I thought they were brother and sister.
They are.
They are.
But she went and lived with the Strodes.
Okay. So
that's why her name is Laurie Strode.
Okay. So maybe I don't know.
She didn't want to have nothing to do.
Maybe she was born after that, right?
Yeah. If you watch. I'm just saying. If you watch 2 or 3,
okay.
Not 3. 3's horrible. I think it's 2. They explain it.
They explain it.
Yeah.
So he kills his older sister.
Right.
And she's like either a baby or she gets born after the fact.
Something like that. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah.
And where are the parents? We don't know. We don't ever find out.
Well, the real parents are, I don't know. Myers is dead. Judith Myers. Well, no, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I'm sorry. Judith Myers is the sister. I don't know where the parents are. That's a good one. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't think they're alive. I don't know. But he just killed her, though.
Gotcha.
That's all I know that way. Yeah, I don't know about the parents. That's interesting.
I was just kind of interested because I was like, how old is he supposed to be? He was 6 years old.
So he's 21 now.
Yeah. Wow.
And she's 19.
Yeah.
I don't know what she is in the movie though. Remember, she's younger. In real life, she's 19. Those other girls, they're like 27.
Yeah.
They're 8 years older than her. They're playing high school girls.
Oh, you see that. Oh.
Yeah, I know. They do that all the time, but she's a youngster in that. Yeah. But yeah, that's what the story is. That's why her last name is Strode and not Myers.
Gotcha.
She really is Myers.
Okay. It's funny when they're pulling up. I don't remember this movie. I said it's been a while. When he's going they're going to what, to pick him up and transport him somewhere.
Yes, they're going to transport him. Yes,
and you see all the. I don't know. What did he orchestrate all the loonies? Kind of. I don't know if that's
see them all out there.
I don't know if that's the right word to say, but they're all out loose, and it seems like no one's paying attention. No one's.
I know. Where is everybody?
The alarm's not. That theme. Where is everybody? Is throughout this whole movie.
Maybe in 2, if I'm not mistaken, they might show what happened.
Okay.
In the hospital there, a real quick one.
Really?
I'm not positive.
Like a flashback.
Yeah, to show you what happens. Yeah. I'm almost positive they do. But I actually might watch 2 because I want to see it again. It's very good.
Really?
3, forget about. Don't ever watch that. That's called Season of the Witch. That had nothing to do with nothing. That was horrible. Yeah, it was horrible. But yeah, 2 is good. 2 is really good.
Funny.
But yeah. So that's the tricky part. There's a lot of you're right. There's a lot of open spots in that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And also too is like he gets the again he leaves, he escapes, and then he goes to the what is it, the garage or whatever, the guy with tow truck or whatever.
Yeah.
Why didn't he change vehicles? Wouldn't it make more sense for him to be driving in a random car than having a car with
I agree with you.
The state penitentiary on it?
I agree totally with you. Yes.
I don't know, a little bit of a
That's a good point. Yeah, that would have been good. The truck, nobody would have knew it.
No, a little bit of a pet peeve, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. So he goes back. He goes to the Myers house. That's where he is staying. You don't realize it, but he is staying there. That's where whatever he is. So.
Gotcha.
But it's kind of it's crazy though. How much? What did they? Did he learn anything when he was in that place? I always thought about these 21. Did he learn anything? Did they teach him stuff, or
I don't know.
He's beyond that. Well, you heard what Loomis.
Yeah,
Dr. Loomis said. He said he went there and he was just his face is like
blank,
like that,
a shell,
blank. Yeah.
And, you know what's sad too is that there's people in like hospitals right now that are probably like that.
Yeah. Yep. Okay, so you have Donald Pleasance in it, a famous actor. He's been in everything. Actually, he was in, just so you know, he's from England. He was in World War II, actually. So he was,
really?
He was shot down in a fighter pilot, yeah. But
he went after this? No, wait a minute.
No, before that, yeah. I don't know if you ever heard of the movie The Great Escape. Well, he was in that. Well, he's in that, but he really was in one of those concentration camps. In real life. Yeah.
That's funny because I think he got the top billing. It looks like, right? It says
yes, yes, he would have. He would have.
Yeah, I was gonna say you my age will show a little bit because I don't really know anyone.
No, that's fine.
Besides Jamie Lee Curtis, is anybody else in here that?
Well, no, that Nancy Kyles that plays Annie, P.J. Souls plays Linda. That's the blonde, and then Charles Cyphers. I told you that's the sheriff. The sheriff is actually in one of the last Halloween movies that were made. He's in it.
I was going to say he looked familiar.
Yes. Oh, he plays in a lot of parts. But he's actually in there in that last one. You're talking like 30, 40 years since that one.
Got to be like 100.
Yeah. And these other girls have done other stuff.
I've seen the girl Kyle Richards.
Right. Yes.
She's in a lot of the Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends.
Yes. Yep. Richards. Yes. Right. That's Kim Richards' sister, I think.
I was going to say she looks familiar.
Yeah, she does. Yep.
That's it for like like the cast. I mean, again, the budget had to be kept low, so they got who they got. And again, Jamie Lee Curtis was just starting out, so she couldn't really have. That she only got a little bit.
Yeah, it's that whole part of it. Yeah, you're right. There's not much there. It's pretty simple. A couple houses they use.
Mm-hmm. So everything looked like
not too much going on.
It's funny because everyone looked like they were all on the same street.
Well, that's funny you say that because that's what Linda said. Yeah, same thing. I even think the Myers home.
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, was the Myers home? I think the Myers home was on that street somewhere.
I think it was too. Possibly. It was because it was where she was. It was where Lori was in one house, and then like diagonally across was I forget who else's house. Because I forget who else, but it seemed like everyone was on the same street.
Yeah, same street, and they were babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
One was babysitting for a girl, one was babysitting for a boy, and then remember she watched both of them because they went over there.
Yeah, some babysitters, huh? You trust them? You trust the babysitter anymore?
Not that.
I think I saw a fact that they were supposed to call the movie It was something of the not Adventures of the Babysitters, but something similar to it. There was another title to this.
Yes,
I gotta see if I can actually find it. And I remember them saying that they use watermelon as like the sound effect.
Yeah, you see that? I was reading that too. That watermelon stabbing. We were just talking about the money. It said half of the $300,000 budget was spent on Panavision cameras, so the film would have a 2.35 to 1 scope. I don't know what that means. And Donald Pleasance was paid $20,000 for 5 days' work. So they probably got him. They filmed everything with him in
1 day,
5 days. They got it. They got it all done.
Yeah, they do that a lot.
But $20,000—that's a lot of money back then, man. That's $20,000 buy a couple new cars, maybe 3 or 4 new cars.
What, 70 something?
78. Yeah.
House,
buy you like 3 cars. Too? Oh yeah, wouldn't doubt it. A good down payment on it. They weren't that much, maybe $50,000, maybe. So
times have changed.
27. That's nice. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah, here it is. The original script was titled "The Babysitter Murders."
Wow.
I'm glad they didn't do that.
No. I like it simple, but with just being Halloween. I love the POV view of him, of him walking around. It's filmed in his eyes. I thought that's really cool.
Oh, isn't it? It is cool,
especially even in the beginning when you show him as a kid.
Yeah. Yes.
And then after he gets caught, he's just standing there, and you just see his face, just blank.
Yeah. Yeah. How about when he puts the gravestone on the bed?
Little far fetched, huh?
Hey, pretty strong.
Well, he had to get it out, number one.
Bring it up the stairs.
And then bring it carry it from wherever the hell he's coming from. And this is all done in 1 day or 2 days?
Put it in the back trunk.
Put it in the trunk. Carry it up the stairs. Which and again, by the way, this is supposed to be Halloween night. Where the hell is everyone?
Well, I think I looked at that too.
There's no trick or treaters.
No, they were there. They were out
few.
Early in the daytime.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's why they just didn't go out at night. I don't understand that because when I was a kid, we were out all night long.
Where there's no parents.
No parents. Nowheres.
They're at the what is it, that Halloween party that they were going to at Hocus Pocus. All the adults are at the club dancing.
Oh, I know. Maybe that's what happened. Did you see her bang on the door? She's screaming, and a light goes on, and then it goes off. Forget about it.
She's screaming. She's running across.
Let her die.
Lori, she's running across the street, screaming.
Yeah.
No one hears. No one.
Nope. No one does nothing.
What do you say?
So there's a lot of far-fetched.
It's a movie, right?
It's a movie, Frank. You know that.
But again, for the time, there wasn't really anything like this, right?
No, there wasn't. Hey, this was a poor man's film because did you realize the dark lighting? Did you read that? Comes from necessity. The crew didn't have enough money for more lights.
It worked, right?
They had nothing.
It worked.
So that's it.
Yeah.
We have 2 lights on in the building. That's it. Film it. Oh my God. What, it shot 20 days, you said? Yeah, 20 days were shot.
That's quick, man.
Yeah, wow. That is. And remember, this was filmed in California.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And the spring of California, and it's supposed to be the fall in Haddonfield. So I guess they had to bring in some leaves and fake leaves.
I was going to say, because they had a lot of trees, and it would have been nice if they kind of filmed it somewhere. But again,
he says if you look real close, I think there's some palm trees in there too somewhere.
Really?
I didn't see any, but
yeah, I guess there's no foliage, huh?
No. Yeah, that's gone. There's nothing there. There's no foliage.
They couldn't afford it.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Of course, everybody's always screwing around in these beds.
You see that, right? What did the guy says in Scream? In order to survive, you have to be a virgin.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. You're right.
She's a virgin. Because they make her to be this just like uptight, prude. You know what I mean? And the other
she's
two,
very timid in it.
Yeah, the other two were getting laid, which again, another note I had, it was what was her friend? The one that they show her.
PJ. That's
she pulls up.
That's Linda.
Yeah,
Linda.
she pulls up in the van with her boyfriend or whoever the hell that was, right? Linda and Bob.
Right.
Why didn't they just have sex in the van?
Been a lot easier. That's a nice van too. I know.
That's what I mean.
I know. And how about the other girl, Annie, that looked like Jennifer Grey? You have nothing underneath your shirt?
She just walked.
How are you dressing here? This is when she was in the girl's house to babysit. You have nothing. You don't remember in a bra? Remember, she takes the shirt off. Mm-hmm. She got something on her. Remember?
Yeah.
What's going on here?
She's walking around and nothing.
How about when she's over the wash machine? She's stuck there and her panties are showing.
Oh yeah.
And the kids got, what's going on here? What kind of show is this? Oh my God.
Yeah, you know what's funny is now thinking it. Had this just remade today, you'd see a lot more.
Right.
You'd see a lot
you would.
More.
Yeah,
it's funny.
You would. Yeah, you're right. You probably would have if they wanted you to see it.
Yeah.
You know how that works. Yeah, I agree. There's some things back then you could do you can't do now, but there's a very but today.
And again, a lot of the things with time and technology, like number one, you don't really see. It seems like she was walking to school and it was pretty far away.
Yes.
The kids don't do that no more. They get dropped off either at the house or close by.
You're right. I agree with you totally. Yeah.
I know. There's kids across the street. They're like, I don't know. I want to say they're either like for high school, maybe high school or like late middle school or whatever. Right. They're the only kids on my road. They get dropped off right at the house. That's it. Bye. See you later.
That's it.
Nope.
Wow. It's that world. It's changed.
Yeah, I'm sure you had to walk, and I had to walk. I had to walk too when I was a kid.
I used to work to school. Yeah,
and
we walked in all kinds of weather.
House phones.
Yep.
Cell phones would kill every horror movie.
Yeah, you're right. They would. Mm-hmm. She could have just called 911 and somebody would have been there and he'd be dead.
Yep.
You're right. That's a good point. That's a good point. It's a lot different back then.
Even too, like I was noting, I was like, where is this washer and dryer? It's in like the outhouse.
I know what's
out
going
in the back,
on, man.
But then I was saying with Casey, I was like, because you see a lot of clotheslines in that movie.
Yes, there was a lot of clotheslines there. Yeah,
maybe like the clothesline was there, and you can string it out. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah. We used when I was young. My parents and stuff. We all had clotheslines. We never.
You don't see a lot of clotheslines.
My mother had a washer. Well, my mother had a washer. She had one of those ones with the rollers.
Yeah.
How the roller on it? Yeah, but she didn't have a dryer though. No such thing as that. Not for us, anyway.
Yeah.
So we used to put all the clothes on the line. Yeah. The kids, and that's another thing too. I like the part where, I don't like the part, but it shows you the kids are picking on the kid. He falls.
I saw that coming. Yeah.
And then you see those kids again, and Donald Pleasance over there, Loomis. He's saying, "Get out of here!" And they all start running. Mm-hmm. So that the little bit, that's just to take up some of the time in the movie.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool
though. Because while you're on that, do you think why didn't he want to raise the alarms? Because he got loose. He's like, I want to keep it quiet. I don't low key. I guess he just didn't want to scare him off. But I'm like, okay, why didn't you have more cops out here looking for him?
Yeah, I know. It's a
he's dangerous. Situation. Yeah.
I know, but nobody really believed he was. The same old story again.
Yeah.
They didn't really believe Loomis that he was dangerous. They really didn't, I don't think, as much. Where's he going? You're sure he escaped? You're sure, everybody doubts everybody in these movies. If somebody came to me and told me there's a killer in the neighborhood, I'm getting ready.
Locking the doors.
I mean, come on now. You're right, though. I agree with you. There should have been cops everywhere.
Everywhere. Well. Yeah. And again, think of it now. When someone, on the odd chance somebody escapes from either a prison or a mental institution, they're caught within a day.
Oh yeah, it's all points bulletin. They're out there getting them. Yeah, I agree with you. You're right. Now let's get to Michael Myers. He's very methodical killer and just pure force. He just strangles you or snaps you.
Yep. See how he killed the dog?
I didn't like that part.
No, the dog knows everything, though, right?
I know. I thought I had something in here real quick. You can talk.
Yeah.
I thought they said how they did that. Let me see.
Oh, with the dog, it just looked like he was just kind of holding him up and something like that.
Let me see. I swear it was.
Yeah,
here.
go ahead.
I don't see it.
Yeah.
Let me see.
My notes here.
I told you, like I said, Jamie Lee Curtis was disappointed with her performance, and that she became convinced she would be fired.
Really?
At the first day of filming. So,
Well, I mean, it's her first film. I mean, I wonder if she really wanted to take up acting, or maybe it was just her mother convincing her, "Hey,
mother and father,
maybe you should do it."
Exactly.
Yeah. Is her father famous or
Tony Curtis? Yeah.
Oh.
Very famous. Yes. The Myers house was an abandoned building the filmmakers found in South Pasadena, California. It became a chiropractor's office and later a monumental building housing a museum dedicated to the film.
Really?
I had to go there. That's interesting, yes. Somebody said something about the dog, though. I thought I had it here, but I don't. He's trained. The dog was trained, of course, and when he held him, the dog just dropped his legs down.
Oh.
It was probably the trainer with him, anyways, and he dropped his legs down like he was dead. And then when they cut the scene, the dog was fine.
Wow.
But they made the dog look like he had got suffocated.
Like
that.
Limp.
Yeah, but
wow.
And then it kills everybody pretty much, as we know, and then he goes after her. She gets him with the
coat hanger, or is that the?
Well, she gets him with the, what do you call it? With the a knitting needle.
Yeah, that I believe. And then the
sticks him in the head.
And then the coat hanger.
And then he goes down after getting stuck. He looks like he's dead. And the coat hanger, she gets him.
Yeah, okay. If you want to believe the coat hanger, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess you try to look for anything if you're at that point, right?
And then, pretty much we covered everything.
Yeah,
he comes up and he shoots him. Shoots him like 50 times.
Yeah.
And he goes off the thing, lands on the ground, figure it's over. When I first saw it, I said, okay, he's dead. I didn't know. I know he's going to have 100 movies. And as you know, he got up and walked away. So pretty impressive.
He lives to fight another day, so to speak, right?
Oh yeah.
But
I don't know. That was crazy though. But like I said, remember the part where he comes in? I thought was funny, and Linda knew it was going to happen. He puts on the ghost. He puts on the sheet.
Oh yeah, no, that was clever.
That was funny as hell.
Yeah.
Linda remembered that. He says he's going to come in with the sheet on. I said, "What are you talking about?" He says, "Watch." Oh, that was funny. I loved it.
Yeah, no, it was funny too, and we got to see him with his mask off too for a hot second.
I know,
which I was shocked with that too.
I was surprised they did that.
But of course it was dark, so it was hard to see him, his actual face.
Yes, right.
And did you like how he rose up like the Undertaker, kind of like?
Yes, that was awesome. I know. The part is played so well. The mask, the whole bit. It was very well done. It really was.
All right.
It's funny when you watch it now. Because it's more a little bit corny now than.
Well, and I think a lot of that has to do with the time. You see it. You see with a lot of these older classic movies that, again, which were so iconic back when they first came out, but when you rewatch them, you're like, oh, okay.
I agree.
It's not to say that corny. Yeah. It's got corny moments. It's like,
yes,
same thing with how me and Steve felt about the first Rocky. The first Rocky's a little slow, but
it is
for the time, iconic.
It was good.
Yeah,
it was.
Do you want to go right into ratings then? Since we pretty much finished.
Yeah, I'll start.
Yeah, the IMDb gave it a 7.7.
Yeah. Okay. So for what it was paid for the time, I mean, pretty well done for the money they spent on it. I mean, it really was. John Carpenter was fantastic. The music was fantastic. It gets a 7.7. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of Halloweens. I'm not saying it's my favorite. I do like other ones that they made. You don't see that too much, but sequels.
That's a very good point because I mean, again, you have most of them. How many do you know offhand? How many Halloween movies they've made?
I have 10.
Okay.
I don't have the 2 last ones they made.
So they've made at least 12.
12. Yes. And the second one is really good because it explains a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Which
maybe
you didn't
watch
know.
The second
like
one.
I just told you.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they go to the psychiatric place again.
Yeah.
They go there for some reason or whatever. But that's it. I'll leave it at that. But yeah. So it's a 7.7. I'm going to give it a clean 8. I'm not going to give it any higher than that because it's very good for its time, but it's an 8. I'll give it an 8. Even.
Gotcha. Yeah, this one's hard, I guess, because you're right. I mean,
it is.
If you take into consideration the time, it was 1976, 78,
right?
And what they had with the budget, it was a pretty good movie. The timing was perfect. If it was any longer, I would I'd dock it a little bit.
Right.
We saw a decent amount of blood, decent amount of violence.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I can try to compare it to the Nightmare on Elm Street. I think it's better than that. Which I'm gonna go 7.5. All
right, very good. All right, that was good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. It was nice seeing it again. I hadn't seen it in a while.
That wraps that up, and then we're going to go right into a few weeks of sports movies, and then on to Christmas, where the holidays have approached. They're here.
Oh boy. So draft day. What's going on? Draft day.
Draft day versus Jerry Maguire.
Okay,
I'll put that up this week at some point, and I'll let you know.
All right, bud. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, thank you. You got anything else? And I watched this week. Watched that M. Night movie, Trap. It's on Max.
What's it called? Trapped.
Yeah, Josh Hartnett was in it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's good. I would definitely watch it because
It's a movie.
Yeah. Excuse me. Again, M. Night's movies are hit or miss. If you know M. Night, that's just his style.
Yeah.
He's come out with a few. There's a few on HBO Max, but Trap was pretty good to see. I feel like I haven't seen Josh Hartnett in anything really.
Yeah.
But now
I like him.
Yeah, he's good. But yeah, it's a good movie. You got anything else? That's about it.
That's it, bud.
All right, that's it. That's the ball game.